Alright y'all, so welcome back to another video. So y'all might have seen this wig in my last video that I just uploaded. Make sure y'all go check it out. But I wanted to do the watercolor method and change this wig to a darker color because I just feel like it suits me much better than this color. So I'm taking these two Temptation dyes from Red Kiss, I think that's what it is. I'm just running some hot water, and y'all see I think I have honey brown and dark brown, or chocolate brown. So I'm taking the first brown and I'm putting that into the water, and then you're just gonna see me putting some more water in the actual bottle so I can shake it up and get the rest of the color out. And then I'm just pouring that into the mixture, and then you're gonna see me add some of the other color, which I think I said was honey brown, and I mixed that in there as well. I only did like half of that bottle though because I felt like I really didn't need it. And honestly I could have did two of the same the first bottle I had, but I was just experimenting. But yeah, I'm mixing that in this little container that I have just so I don't mess up my sink. And then I'm making sure that it's mixed thoroughly, and then I'm going to do a strand test so I can see if I need to add more water or if I need to add more color or if it's even the right color that I wanted. So you see me doing that, and I dip it an extra time or two, and then I'm looking at the color and I'm like, okay, yes, this is what I want. Now we can dump the whole wig. So the mistake that I made is I should have, after I did the bottom ones, I should have just submerged the whole thing, because as y'all will see at some point, you might see it right after I'm done, but at some point you'll see that the top is a little bit lighter than the bottom. It's still brown, but it's a lot lighter. But I mean, I think it still looks cute, but I wanted it to be all dark throughout. So yeah, so you see me trying to spread the hair a little bit, and I'm like looking to check to see what the color looks like. So I think I'm gonna go back in and darken it up a little bit, but I'm just making sure that the lace doesn't get stained, and that's why you see me picking it up and looking at it and then, you know, making sure it's good. So after that, I'm washing this out with some conditioner. It's a Tresemme conditioner, and I use a lot of Tresemme products on my wigs. It just is really good with my wigs, I found in my experience. So that's what I use it on. And yeah, I am just taking this hair off of this little thing here, but I'm washing that out with cool water, not hot water, with cool water. And I find that it just helps the color stay in a little better when you're washing it, because usually when you use hot water it'll start to bleed. So as you can see, I'm doing that step, and I'm washing the lace off because I had already installed this wig, like I said in one of my previous uploads, and I had makeup and stuff on the lace, so I wanted to just go ahead and wash the whole wig while I was getting the color changed as well. I'm like, you know what, I might as well just wash it when I, you know, wash it after I pull the wig out. So yeah, y'all can see, of course, y'all know I still got my pixie cut. I did trim it just a little bit, but I didn't want to go too crazy because I didn't want to mess it up and have my stylist cuss me out. But y'all can see my hair, it has grown a lot. I trimmed it, and normally I would get it braided, but I didn't have time to get that done, and I also couldn't do it myself, so I said screw it, I'm gonna just lay my hair down. It's flat enough. It was relaxed at this point, so I was able to just slick it back, and it tends to work out pretty well. So now I've cut the ear tabs in there, and honestly y'all, I didn't think about it until after, but I was like, dang, I could have just did the middle part for the closure, but honestly my ball caps usually last a while, so most of the time I'm able to use it again for another install. So the good thing is at least it'll already be done. So this is the Ghost Bond. Y'all know I always use Ghost Bond, and I'm just taking this and running it along the perimeter of the ball cap. And I think I did like just one or two layers of that, and just spread it out evenly, let it dry. Cut all of that off, once it was dry. Then for the wig, now I'm gonna do 3 thin layers of this, and I'm only gonna do it on the parts where I need to stick the wig down, of course, because the ball cap is already adhered. And I'm just smoothing that out with the back of a brush that I use to spread my lace glue. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like I said, I did 3 of those. I don't know if I showed all 3. I think I might have, but yeah. So I just fan those in between, and then I let each layer get completely dry before I add another one. And then once I get to the final layer, I let it dry like 80%, and then I tack the wig down. Once I get it all tacked down, I just use a comb to run through it to reinforce it and really lock it in. And then I take a layer of the even spray and I tie it down while I use my hot comb to define wherever I want my part to go, so that way it could just melt while I'm doing that. Kill 2 birds in 1 stone. So I'm taking a hairband, like I already previously mentioned, how I like to let it melt while I do my parting. I just wrap that on, not too tight enough where I can stand it, but not too loose either, because we want it to really melt in. And at first I cut the clip out of me doing a side part because I wound up not doing it, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just change it. So I did it to a middle part, and then I'm using this Tresemme holding spray, and then I also have a heat protectant as well. I didn't show myself spraying it on because I actually forgot, and then I went back and did it when I was styling the hair. But normally I would spray it on this part too, but like I said, I just kind of forgot. But as you can see, it's already looking totally different. And then I can see where I over plucked a little bit of the closure, but that's okay, because all I'm going to do is take a dark brown pencil. It's like a lip liner pencil, and I'm just filling that in to make it, not look so obvious. I didn't even realize that I had did that, and honestly I think it was because I was doing something while I was plucking it and I got distracted, so I kept plucking. But don't be like me. But it's okay, because I know how to fix it and I know how to make it work. So yeah, now it doesn't look as obvious. So I'm just smoothing that down in the back, just making sure everything is flat. Y'all know my hair is not braided, so it isn't going to be as flat as it would if I had braids, but it's still not fat. Okay, we don't want fat wigs, we want flat wigs. Say it with me. No fat wigs, because we want flat wigs. Yes. So anyway, now I'm about to take the hot comb again, and I'm on the phone with my best friend while I'm recording this. As y'all can see, we was talking mad shit, and that's why I keep laughing and talking. Okay, so I didn't put the part of me putting the concealer in the part, and I actually fucked it up because I got some on my actual wig, so I had to use a makeup wipe to get it off. Girl, it was a hot mess. I said I was gonna tell y'all, but I was like, I'm not gonna put that in the video. So now I'm taking these little scissors. No, they're not shears, but whatever. We still gonna get the effect that we need to get. So now y'all can kind of see the color for real of the wig, and y'all can see it's like darker towards the bottom. So I'm gonna change that. And then of course I think the strand that I used was that front piece on our right as we looking at the video, because it's a little bit darker, as you can see. So I just took that and I did some face framing layers, and I started layering at my chin almost, and then I'm taking a section off the side and I'm doing the same thing. When I see people do layers, like hairstylists do layers, they always pull the hair out and try to cut it at a 90-degree angle. I try to kind of do that just a little bit, because I find that you get the best layers out of doing like that technique. So that's kind of what I tried to do. And then I did it to the other side as well. Then I was like, you know what, let me go ahead, since I, you know, got a good idea of what I'm doing, let me take this like eyebrow pencil that I have and just go in and make some heavier layers, and I did that on both sides. So now, I don't remember who I seen do this, but ever since I seen it, I've been on it ever since, and it's had me in a chokehold with all of my wigs ever since. So I'm gonna take the very ends of this wig and chop them off, because it looks so much healthier and much more full when you do this. So I'm gonna do it side by side, and if y'all can't see the difference, then I don't know what to tell you, but it looks so much better. Like the scraggly like ends that are on wigs, like the thin ends, I don't like that part of the wig. And this is not to say that it's bad, but I just like to chop those, you know, bottom, you know, little inches off. And it was probably only like an inch, but just to give it a more full look. And voila.